Edwina Hyler used to travel to work on Sydney's toll roads, but when the amount she was paying each week hit $150 in December last year, she quit her job and found a new one closer to home and away from the tolls.
It just wasn't, feasible anymore to pay that kind of money in tolls just to get to work. Like, I'd have to work a day just to pay tolls.
It's a feeling familiar to drivers in Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne, where toll prices have surged during the cost of living crisis. That's because they're pegged to inflation, and so Transurban earned a record $3.5 billion in revenue last financial year, operating 18 of Australia's 22 toll roads.
Their business is not there for the public good, it's there to make money.
Even in times of low inflation, most of its tolls are guaranteed to rise by 4% a year. A giant of the industry and former Transurban director Tony Shepherd says that deal should be off the table for future toll roads.
Well, I think in new projects, I think we can eliminate it. Now, we put it in originally because the risks were just so enormous, and that was what we needed to get people to be prepared to invest.
Transurban declined an interview and did not respond to questions, but in a statement said,
"Toll prices in Australia and how much they rise have always been determined by state or local governments, as have the charges associated with toll notices and late payments."
The New South Wales government has promised to slash toll prices in Sydney and is now negotiating a new tolling model with Transurban.
If we don't reform tolls, Sydney will become a more congested place to live. It'll be less productive than it should be. It'll have a real impact on people's lives, particularly in Sydney's outer suburbs.
Since Edwina Hyler changed jobs, the state government's introduced a 2-year $60 per week cap on tolls. But when it ends, drivers like her may be back to paying full price. Pat McGrath, ABC News.